Hi, my name is Sharon.
My name is Nirav. I'm 15 years old and I go to Cal High.
All right, so for the table of contents, we have split up the presentation into a total of 5 segments. I'll be going over the first two sections, and Neural will be going over the last three. So the first section is basically an introduction, including the function, purpose, use of the tools as a nonprofit at a high level. Um, the second section includes the first group or tier of tools. The first tier of the tools are the ones with the highest importance and the ones that make the highest impact on CCL. The first tier of tools includes the CRM, a task management tool, a project management tool, as well as an email list management tool.
The third segment consists of the second tier or second priority tools. The second tier tools are the wiki tool as well as the data and asset management tool. One thing to note is that inside sections 2 and 3, we will have a in-depth analysis of the tool type, a comparison of different brands, and also a recommendation for the tool separately. In the fourth segment, we will be talking about advantages of applying a suite of tools to our nonprofit and what the main features of this are and recommendations of that sort.
And now for segment one, the introduction. In the next slide, we'll have a brief introduction about us, how this project started, and how we came to this point.
All right. So my name is Nirav Kantid. I'm a sophomore at California High School. I have an interest for computer science and research. This is what led me and Sharon here at CCL volunteering to research a variety of technological tools that will help us house with maintenance and running CCL. And now for Sharon for his introduction.
Hi, my name is Sharon. I'm also a 10th grader at San Ramon and go to Cal High. I've been interested in technology and computers ever since I was a child and also wanted to make an impact on the community. This summer, Narav and I decided that we are going to take up this volunteering opportunity from CCL and help small nonprofits through volunteering. Narav will now be talking about the introduction in more specific detail.
So going into more depth on what we did over the last month. So basically we researched a variety of tools that will help CCL as well as other similarly sized nonprofits to run with higher efficiency. The tools we are going to mention are designed to work together to improve organization, collaboration, and productivity within and outside the organization. We believe that through successful application of these tools, CCL will be able to dedicate its precious time and effort into more engaging tasks rather than spending time on organizing and struggling to find the data through the given constraints, budget, as well as requirements. We have chosen a set of tools with distinctive features and various prices. Towards the end of the presentation, we will include our main recommendations and what we think will be the best option for CCL to continue. Now over to Sean to share the highlights of the presentation.
Okay, so as you guys may have interpreted from the table of contents, the three most important segments of this project will be the first tier tools, the second tier tools, and the recommendations. The first and second tier tools include all the separate tools, the background information we learned about it, and the best individual tool from the category that will fit our requirements. In the recommendation segment, we encompass the best ideas for overall packages and suites of tools and highlight what would best suit CCO. We will now be going over the first tier of tools. So the first tier of tools consists of a total of 4 tools as mentioned before. The 4 most important tools, which are the ones in this category, include the CRM, which stands for Customer Relationship Management, Task Management, Project Management, and Email List Management. These tools, from an organizational perspective, mainly stand in aid with internal efficiency. The first tool we'll be talking about is the CRM. The CRM is basically used as a platform for organization to easily and effortlessly manage its business related contacts like potential clients, customers, event participants, volunteers, donors, etc. The three main types of CRMs we researched include operational, analytical, and collaborative. We researched the available tools industry wide, as well as the ones that were gated specifically towards nonprofits like us. Some of the industry wide, well known CRMs that we looked into include Zoho, SAP, and Salesforce CRM. Nonprofit specific CRMs we looked into include Salsa, Neon, Bloomerang, Every Action, Kindful, Donor Perfect, and Virtuous. The CRM will provide a massive ROI over time, but will likely come with the highest subscription cost per month compared to the other tools. One thing we learned through background research was that some industry wide, well renowned CRMs like Salesforce require the help of a paid consultant to implement and purchase. However, some CRMs like Salesforce do offer sizable discounts to nonprofits and also provide various extra add on features and services. So the two tools we narrowed down to for the CRM was Salsa and Neon. We looked in three categories to decide which one would be a better fit and which is a better tool overall for us. The three categories we evaluated include demos, online customer, and nonprofit reviews, and finally, feature lists. In terms of demos, Salsa and Neon CRMs are great because after looking at the demo, we found out that they would be the perfect fit. And these two tools also have great features and functionality we are looking for. When it comes to online customer reviews, there are actually many available reviews about both of them. Mainly, they both state that either Salsa or Neon were their CRM of choice when it comes to nonprofits, and they prefer either one of these due to various preferences and functions. Finally, in feature lists, we can say that both Neon and Salsa have a great and expanding list of features. The main feature that led us to choose Neon and Salsa were that they were both cloud based systems, which means you can access them from any device on the web. So here's the feature list table we made comparing the two CRMs. The 7 different rows contain main categories of features, which you guys can look into in detail after the presentation. Our overall recommendation for the CRM tool would be Salsa. Firstly, Salsa is lighter on the pocket and does not have much disadvantages or missing features when it comes to picking the lowest tier subscriptions. For instance, picking the lowest tier subscription for Neon, which costs around $50 a month, will mean that you will be missing out on the QuickBooks integration, survey builder, form management, email marketing, document storage, and many more features. Although some of the features are also not available on the Salsa platform, some of the features that you'll be missing out on by picking a low tier subscription with Neon will likely be important ones. Some features included on the requirements document will also be lost when picking the low tier subscription in Neon, which is something we don't want. Second of all, Salsa's low tier packages have features like gift acknowledgement, peer to peer fundraising, task reminders, mobile engagement, and membership management, which is only found on Neon's highest tier package, which costs $300 a month. This mainly rules out Neon as an option due to budgeting and functional constraints. There are not many cons to Salsa while comparing to its competitors like Neon CRM because of its versatility and functionality focused design. However, with Salsa, you'll be missing out on Neon's usability experience and mobile app function, both of which Salsa lacks. From online demos, screenshots, and reviews, we found that the Neon CRM was a little easier to use and understand due to its well-designed UI UX and the mobile and desktop specific apps, which were made to make it a well integrated and cross platform application. So overall, we recommend Salsa. So next, we had the task management tool in the first year. We conducted some research, and with our research, we found tools that are in our budget and useful towards what you guys need. Task management is a process of monitoring your project's tasks in a given organization throughout the different stages from beginning to end. Task management is one of the most crucial aspects of project management. Some of the tools we researched about and think would be the most useful in our scenario are Proof Hub, Teamwork, ClickUp, Basecamp, Flow, and Task, and Zoho projects. These tools are all great for task management. However, we would like to narrow it down to two or three tools. When looking at these tools, the only downside that we encountered was that these tools do not have the features our company would be looking for, or the tools are out of our budget. Some of these tools have many more features eh, that were not just task management related, but in fact, many other features like project management. Because the tool has many other features and not just task management, it makes the tool much more expensive than it actually should be. As like the first tool, we went over three categories for the two tools we narrowed down to, which was ClickUp and EndTask. In terms of budgeting, most of the tools in task management have great features and are fulfilling everything we want from a task management tool. The only constraint is at the budget, but the tools we recommend have a decent amount of features and are inside of our budget. Next, we have online customer reviews. Online, there are many reviews about all of these task management tools, and all the reviews stated about these tools were great to narrow down. The main ones with great reviews were ClickUp and EndTask. Finally, in the features list category, both ClickUp and EndTask have great features that will fulfill CCL's needs and requirements. Here is the feature comparison table between EndTask and ClickUp. The first row in the feature comparison email feature comparison highlights all the different features that each of the tool has. Next, as you can tell, the second row has the main takeaways from reading reviews on the internet. Finally, the last row shows the prices of these tools, which you can see that they're both competitive and both of them offer a free trial. All right, so for the tool recommendation for task management, in our opinion, both of these tools are great because they have many features. Although they have different features, most of the features they have over the other tool does not really matter that much and is insignificant. To make up for that loss of certain features over other competitors, and they have added other functions to stay in the market. The reviews are great for both of them as well. So, by what we said, we mainly think it comes down to price. EndTask is $3 more expensive than ClickUp. So overall, we cannot give a solid recommendation between the two tools, but we suggest that you look over the table on the last slide to decide which would better serve our needs. So now for the project management tool. Project management is very important for a successful nonprofit. This can plan out our whole schedule and make it much easier to organize your meetings as well as your breaks. The main use of project management would be to plan for planning and scheduling, collaboration, documentation, and evaluation. We conducted heavy research and we found that the tools in our budget are useful towards what you guys need. Project management is a tool that has the capacity to help plan, organize, and manage resource tools for a given project. It can also be used to develop and make resource estimates in terms of cost, time, and more. Some tools that we have found are Asana, Keela, Monday.com, and Rike. We have narrowed down all of these tools to two main ones that will help us in determining which will be the best tool for CCL. The two main tools we narrowed down to were Monday.com and Rike. We saw budget, online customer reviews, and feature lists. Both of the project management tools are fairly expensive, and we would mainly have to use the free plan for both of them. In terms of reviews, they both had excellent reviews that mainly helped us decide between the tools. In terms of feature lists, both are adequate and have more than enough features or functions to fulfill our need. In our opinion, both of these tools are great. They have many features and they both have a lot to offer. Both of these tools and brands are very competitive and offer very a high amount of functions and features. Monday.com has many features, so it would be difficult to get, but it would be difficult to get the hang of each feature, and the price is also a little over our budget. Rike, however, is in our budget and is the right amount of features as well, which will allow for easy understanding. So overall, our recommendation would be Rike for the project management tools. Email list management platform is a very important uh, is very important for a successful nonprofit. The main reason for this is because of the advertising and how many different companies will get to know about your accomplishments, as well as the amount of new customers we might get. So overall, email list management platform is a platform that basically has features that make up the whole process of controlling contacts in segments or lists and personalize content for subgroups and segments. Email list management tools are a key portion of marketing efforts in an organization. The uses of this tool include to maximize sales and interaction through effective promotional and marketing efforts, maintain and grow email and customer information lists, use HTML formatted emails with customizable fields that can target the specific user. Overall, email list management platform can have a great effect on a nonprofit. Email list management tools, the ones that we narrow down to are MooseSend, Constant Contact, HubSpot, Zero Bounce, Kindful, MailChimp, and Emma. So we looked into the budget, the online customer reviews, and feature lists for both of these tools. The main two tools we narrowed down to within these categories are MooseSend and Constant Contact. So here is the of table of comparison between the two tools. After analyzing all of the tools that I listed in the beginning, I think that the three options we would have would be Constant Contact, Zero Bounce, and MooseSend. MooseSend and Constant Contact both have HTML email formatting, while the Zero Bounce does not. So that is one of the downsides of Zero Bounce. In our opinion, Zero Bounce and or Constant Contact and MooseSend are both excellent tools with great features. The only thing that sets them apart is the reviews and mainly the price. If we can afford a tool which is $10 more expensive, then I think we should go for Constant Contact. If not, we should go for MooseSend. MooseSend reviews are great and also has many features. So now Narav will do the tier 2 tools.
All right. I'll be talking about the second tier of tools, and the two main tools that we researched about was the wiki tools as well as the artifact management tools. Uh, So, the wiki tool, we had narrowed down our search for wiki tools to a total of two main brands. They were both very close to each other in terms of features, but we've explained in detail in the next few slides why they're a little different. For artifact management tools, these organization tools were fairly limited when it comes to fitting our constraints and needs, and many were well over our budget as well. However, we have researched more deeply about this and will be presenting our findings. The definition of a wiki tool. The definition of a wiki tool is a website that allows collaborative editing of its content and structure by its users. For us, the users will be our co-workers. A great designed wiki contains the following features: creating a page, editing a page, linking between pages, and many more basic features of a wiki. Right now, the process of the wiki that I am providing with are all in the same budget. They all are in our budget, which is great, so pricing won't be a problem. Now it's just the features and the ease of use that will determine which tool we should use. So basically, a wiki tool is just going to be something that's internally between our coworkers and will help us out communicate and also establish a few ideas. So we narrowed it down to two types of tools, which would be the Zoho tool and the Confluence tool. When I was talking uh, with you guys, you said that Confluence would be a little more complicated to understand and navigate around. Overall, I think this tool would be the best if you guys are willing to put in the time to understand and understand how it works and how you guys would use it. There are many tutorials and if you guys put in the time, I think this would make our wiki the best looking, most organized wiki out there. When looking at the tutorials, I saw that YouTube had a few as well as many other Udemy courses. Moving on to Zoho. This is a great tool. This actually has been one of the picks for the CRM as well. The advantages of this tool is that this tool is much easier to use and understand. The reviews of this tool are also great and very credible. The price is also perfect for our budget and has barely any disadvantages. The price for these tools is around $3, and in this plan, the features you get are 1 gigabyte of storage, user unlimited pages and revisions, SSL, support, zip backup, RSS, and Atom feed access, and many more great features. These are all great features and will come handy for our company. The reviews of this wiki are also great. They had over 100+ positive reviews and almost zero negative reviews. So it all comes down to what you guys would want and how much time you guys would be willing to put in. If you guys would like to put in time to go over tutorials about Confluence and how it works, then I think that would be the way to go. But if not, then I think Zoho is the way to go. All right, so artifact management. The definition of data asset management is organizations like ours to harmonize all of their data they have at once. Once the tool has all of its data, it can analyze, store, and process all of the data. So overall, the tool should do is store, analyze, and process all of this data. Some of the features found in most of these tools like this are searchable databases, a version control, proofing, and approval of workflows, rights management, and permission-based access. These are all very common features and they're great. These tools cost anywhere from $15 a month to $35 a month, according to Google. However, when looking into it, the tools cost over $200 a month. And the only way to actually find the exact price of this tool would be to talk to them. And at this point, I don't think I would have been able to talk to them. So this is just some research that we did. This is an exact price. The tools artifact artifact management tool. So we Zoho is a great tool. This has actually been one of our top picks for the CRM. The advantages of this tool that it is much easier to use and understand. For Confluence, it is a little more complicated to understand and navigate around. So it comes down to your opinion, but if not, if you guys would not like to put in the time, then I think Zoho would be the way to go. Now wrapping up the presentation. Overall, both of the tiers of tools contain many features and were very diverse, with many different advantages. We have many tools, so we will include an overall recommendation in the next slide. So, here are all the tools that we chose, and I'll just be going over them really quickly so you guys have an overview. For the CRM, our recommendation would be Salsa because of its price and considering its price has many great features. And this is for the CRM. We chose Ntask and ClickUp mainly because of their price with their features and their reviews online, which are great. We chose Rike instead of Monday and any other of the tools mainly because the tools were all expensive and Rike was the only cheaper one. Constant Contact and Musen were both very great tools, but the only thing that sets them apart is the price. For the second tier tools, we have the Zoho wiki instead of Confluence because Confluence is complicated, and we chose Zoho over Google Drive mainly because of the reviews of Zoho and the ample amount of features. So although we recommend all of these single tools, we do have a secondary option which would be great, which is called the Zoho Suite, which contains all of these tools, all of the tools, including CRMs, wikis, and many more. This suite has many features and has many tools. They also have many advantages compared to these single tools. We recommend to use the free trials of all these tools before actually buying the tools, so you can understand the advantages as well as how the tool is used. So Zoho has many different packages of tools that you guys can use and is also very great in its price. All right, that would wrap up the end of the presentation. Thank you. Do you guys have any questions?
That was awesome, guys.